Hello, and welcome to Scion, the veiled, the veiled. Okay, listen. Before we get into it, it's cold. My brain is freezing, and Janica, she took the kids. So Janica, if you can come back and bring back the kids, I'm being told I'm gay, and I'm not married to a woman named Janica. That was just the role that I was playing earlier while I was trying to put this script together. Hi, welcome to Scion, the Veil Society. I am Crow. But before I get into actually introducing everyone and introducing the code and also the script and also the plot that is going to be happening, I got to tell you about tonight's sponsor, and that's Onyx Path Gaming. Onyx Path. Um, First up is the new Story Path Ultra Tasty Bit Massive Monsters. This release adds two new antagonist types for Story Path Ultra Games Giants. Massive beings you can still battle, and also Titanic scale creatures. Entities so huge that heroes must outthink rather than outfight. Inside our foray to use antagonists, new qualities, and new area effects to transfer your encounters. Also now available, Scion War Games, bringing Titanic Scions and world-shaking conflicts to your table. Plus, Scion Dragon, or rather Scion Dragon Tasty Bit compilation, packing multiple Dragon Age adventures into one powerful collection. And if you want to explore where this show's journey truly begins, you really need to check out Scion Second Edition Mystic Shards. And without further ado, I must introduce our cast. Starting from on my screen on my left, Zach, introduce yourself, pronouns, your character pronouns, and how they're feeling.
Hi, I am Zach. He, they. I am playing Samantha. She, her. Samantha is not as cold as I am, um, though she still says "fuck ice." Um, yeah, that's what I got right now.
Gotcha. Let me see, Minty, your character, your name, pronouns, and how are they feeling?
Hi everyone, I'm Minty Bo, they, any. I have the privilege of playing Velma for you tonight, she, her. She is very much starting to feel like she's walked into a rat maze and she's looking for the traps. She doesn't understand the rules, the layout, anything, but she knows there's a game afoot.
Awesome. And let me see, Janie, hi, your name, your pronouns, your character's pronouns. How is your character doing?
You can call me Janie. She, they, Marina. I I know she is in there somewhere. Marina's fine. Marina is gets to be the boss, so she's happy.
Sure, she gets to be the boss. And finally, Cal, introduce yourself, your character's name, your pronouns, their pronouns, and how is your character feeling?
All right. Yeah, my name's Cal. He is he, him pronouns, and so does Victor. I should have thought of a last name. Real characters should have last names. He's from our universe, sort of, right? Um, how does he how's he feeling? Uh Pretty good, but waiting for the like the rug pull or the trade-off, I think. So pretty trying to go with the flow, but glad that he met up with some chums and that he's not just you know gone crazy.
I'm glad you say that because Victor, we're starting with you.
Uh-oh.
We're starting a little bit prior months before you getting here. Tell me, Victor, who were you before this happened?
Victor was, you know, those rich people who had rich parents, but they insisted that all of their wealth and their success has been completely independently earned by them. Yeah, he's kind of like that. Has a parent that a Wall Street person that built his company from the ground up, and then he's basically the uh, the uh, the beneficiary of that. Um, Bounces around between get rich quick schemes. Would say that he's like a venture capitalist, a startup entrepreneur. But anyone that unfortunately knows anything about that industry is that the money in startups is pitching it to a bigger company and bailing on it after you pay yourself a salary. So basically, like a Wall Street con man.
And I
Just
thought,
hasn't been any legal troubles that he'd probably gone through, like daddy would have swept under the rug, that sort of thing. Patrick Bateman, without the murdery parts, basically was uh, the inspiration for Victor.
gotcha. So he, quote unquote, built himself up from the ground up. His words.
Yeah, he's never had to pull himself up by the bootstraps because that would imply that he had fallen down.
Of course.
Well, bootstraps are for poor people.
But there was one incident, right? Someone might have called you out on your, we won't call it fantasies, just your interpretation of your self-madeness, as it were.
Yeah, I think Victor does has very low self esteem and is faking all of his confidence and prestige.
All right. Um, there was that one person, that voice that called you out in your business deals, that was going to out you as the fraud that you don't think you are or were. But this person seems to kind of emphasize that word and even threaten to take your crown. However, you survived. Your crown is still on your head. Or at least your head is still attached to your shoulders. Both are still equally good. But it's scary putting a face to a voice or a name to a voice as your new host sounds eerily similar to that voice. The person blackmailing, the person who once tried to ruin your family's empire. Now addressing Samantha. I really wish that it didn't have to keep sending people to get your attention mainly, but here are here, and unfortunately, this is the 4 versions of you that we end up with. So, do you try to dress and act at least above your station?
I don't have a station. I'm not. I'm not a firefighter or something. I work in a
Maybe a
repair
gas
shop.
station.
Act like you went to manor school.
Okay, but I would have to go to manor school first to know what that would act like.
Little girl, I swear to you, if it wasn't for a few factors, I would have duct taped you up to a bus a long time ago. But unfortunately, beggars can't be choosers, and you're here now. So I need you to be
Exactly. You need me. You need us.
to behave.
So
I
you
need you
need
to
to start
behave.
treating us like you need us. We can just go out into this world and fucking do it. This is all new shit to us. We apparently aren't supposed to be here. So we can just fucking disappear into this world.
Or die. Dying is also a big option.
That's always an option.
Well, unfortunately, It's not that I need you, it's that this world kind of needs you, and I can't afford to have you die when it's been asked that you be here. So, unfortunately for the both of us, you're going to have to behave.
I I haven't been told what I'm supposed to, what we are doing here, other than
You don't have
saving
to
the
do.
world from what I don't. We're saving the world. I don't know. We need some information here.
Well,
Like,
first, before we can even do that, I just need you to. Clarice! I need you. I need you so much right about now. There's no response. My God. On the day that I need everyone, Clarice has effed off somewhere. Okay. Anyone else? And you just hear one of the masked people go, well, there's always Molly. Well, other than Molly, is there anyone else who can assist? No response. Okay. Okay. All right. He looks over at you, Velma. It's weird that you haven't chimed in yet.
It's weird that I am in a house that I don't recognize, with people I don't recognize, in a world I don't recognize. We're just going to have to adjust to weird now, aren't we?
Right. Getting upset. I, it's been a long time since I've been this flesh and bloody in a long time. So managing emotion is a relearning all of that. And Marina, are you snacking?
Yeah.
Well, at least that's one trait that you haven't lost, snacking before dinner. Okay, all right. This is what we're all going to do, okay? These fine people are going to take you upstairs. You are going to get dressed in fancier attire, pick a mask out, hang about. Don't get too drunk, seeing as you guys can still get drunk. And you're going to hang around. We're going to start the St. Ambrose party that our guests will be coming to. We will kick that shindig off. I can't believe I'm using that word. And then we will discuss your role and all of that and how that works. But first, we have to get through this evening, and I have to make a few calls. So while I'm gone, I leave Theodore in my stead. And then you just hear someone cough, like, what is it? You see, like, one of the masked figures kind of walk over and just lean in and whisper something. What do you mean Theodore retired? What do you retired when? An hour ago? For what? Oh, oh, is this my Oh, is it that serious? The threats, you say? Oh, well, I mean, it sound like, well, how's his grandfather? Oh, the threats, you say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I will take over this role because, wow, that is why you're here. That is why the four of you are here. So stuff like that does not happen again. Okay, come, follow me. Maybe I can get Marco to help and assist. And he just opens the big wide doors. Um, if you follow behind him and go out, you see that there's now a grand ballroom. It's filled with black and green marble all over the floor, the columns. There's a stained glass ceiling with a hand holding a gold and blackened sword with chains locked on it. You see statues of figures that you've never seen before. You can't put an iconography to them. Um, there is one picture that dawns for at least you, Samantha. A painting of an older woman with long flowing red hair, holding what looks to be like a smaller baby swallowed up. Um, in one hand, a sword in another hand. But oddly enough, your bike is in the background of this portrait.
what the? How'd that get there?
Come, we don't have enough time.
An art connoisseur, are you?
It's my bike.
Yes, that is your bike. That is it's so amazing you recognize your bike. But I am living it on time. I have to make a few phone calls. I have to make sure Marina didn't crash my business.
I thought it was her business. I thought Maria's business was it.
Have you met Marina?
I thought you were in charge, Marina. Wait, how's it his business?
Long story short, I put her name in charge. I put her the face. It was like a temporary cover.
Nice.
Wait, so I'm not actually the boss?
Marina, are you able to come to meetings on time?
Um, I could hire somebody to do that for me.
Okay. Have you filled out a form one time?
Which form?
That does not sound like fun being a boss. You have to come to meetings. You have to fill out forms. Like, if you're the boss, shouldn't you have other people to do that for you?
Right.
Well, that would have worked at some other era in time. In this era, you have to actually work to be a boss. So, there's that.
But I really want to be the boss.
Did you have you done reading on what our company sells?
Well, you just kind of threw me in here, so I don't
hmm
really
hmm
know
hmm
anything. I've just been kind of winging it.
Right.
You sure you want to be the boss of a company you know nothing about?
But I always wanted to be the boss.
Just a boss?
We'll work
Look,
on it.
we've seen plenty of bosses that don't seem to know their companies and they just be bosses and then they retire after screwing up and get like $1 million parachutes.
I love $1 million pair of shoes.
No one's getting $1 million parachute. Please, can we folk?
I heard parachute. And I was like, wow, that's an
No, a pair of
expensive thing.
shoes. I want. I don't. I mean, I guess I could use a
You do
parachute.
better things with $1 million than buy a pair of shoes.
I mean, unless they're really good shoes.
Velma, you noticed that your host is kind of holding their temple, still somewhat walking up the stairs, but at a certain point, you notice that they start floating in front of you. Their feet stops touching the ground as they're just hurrying up the spiral staircase. Okay, what do we got to do? I have to make sure that the four of them look like they belong here.
What? Are you a ghost?
I'm not answering that question because it's a dumb question.
Did you guys see that?
Okay, let's see. Um, Gregory, go get me the suits. Samantha, what? Work with me here. What do you want to wear, Samantha? What are you willing to put on for a fancy event?
I don't know. I usually put on my nice leathers for a fancy event.
No. What else are you willing to put on?
All right, you get it. You don't have anything in leather.
Leather? What? Okay, specifically, what type of leather?
I don't know
Giraffe.
what to dress for a fancy event. You think I've ever been invited to one of those things?
No, but I feel like you would probably want to, like, I don't know, dress like the belle of the ball for like once.
Why? That's not me.
We're pretending to be other people. We can be whoever we want. It's time for you to be the belle of the bow, the fancy lady.
All right, so maybe something with like a tight, form-fitting leather, black. If you don't have leather, just black is fine. Maybe something off the shoulder.
Out of the corner of the four of your eyes, behind your host, you see a woman in what looks to be like um a purple peacock, um, very short mini skirt, but very business blazer and like white top. She's having this large round purple hat with a veil over it. Stockings all the way up to the leg. very sharp metallic nails that cover up the set of a pair of gloves. And she pulls out a leather form-fitting dress that comes off the shoulder, holds it up to Samantha, holds a thumbs up, and then tosses it over to you, Samantha, and just takes off.
All right, Samantha's just gonna get changed right there.
Young, and you guys have never seen someone do this before, but they grab the air and they pull something from the air. You see them pull like a curtain out of thin air, wrap it around Samantha. Samantha is now changed.
What the?
Denying us a show? Come now.
I can still turn you into a goblin at any point.
Really?
Don't test me.
So goblins are real. Got it.
That is what you got out of that statement, dearie.
Only if they're goblin these nuts.
Are the goblins also dressed up?
But do you have mind goblins?
Just keep floating. Okay. All right. Marina. Wait, I already know. Marina, the,
Do
the
I get to
boss lady.
change? I get to change again?
Yes, it's in the room to the right. We already know your taste. Your taste is the same in every world.
Okay. Marina's just going to grab her snacks and go to get the clothes.
Have fun. Looks at you, Velma. I don't even think you remember much. So asking you, what is it that the you prefers to wear now?
The me now doesn't exactly know what you mean by that question, but I'm going to assume there's a lot I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll keep it simple. Black suit, pinstripe, double-breasted buttons, and that is all you will need. And armored if possible, but I'm not a picky gal.
Armored.
Immediately, that same lady comes out holding that exact suit.
Thank you, darling.
Um, you, Victor, she looks up and down, kind of gleams at you. A black suit bag is tossed at you with eyes wide shut mask, also tossed. She looks you up and down, just goes, and then walks off.
See, I left an impression.
Well, of that there is certainly no denying.
Marina, if you're ready, please meet me downstairs. We have a discussion we need to have.
Okay, I'm almost done with my I'll just bring it with me.
Welcome,
What do you
Samantha.
need?
Got the carton transformation, and we got to change like chumps.
Because I have always, when it comes to Samantha, I've always had to prepare for Samantha's.
That's their official name. They're my Samanthas.
Yeah. So Marina will come out. She's dressed and she's got her snacks with her. She's just eating constantly.
Describe what it is that Marina has on.
It's a I'm gonna say the dress is it's a it's a dark green and it fades downward to like a light seafoam kind of color. Or like a dark like a blue, like a deep blue green and it fades to the seafoam color. And like a flowy skirt with layers that kind of move. And I think her mask is that it's the same deep green blue colors, but it's got like some seashells, maybe the shape of a couple of scales embossed in it.
Hmm. And we see this as what appears is like a makeup crew that is coming in, and they are trying to stylize Marina as she's coming down the stairs with her snacks. We see the host going, I will leave the three of you for a moment. The two of you can go and change. Samantha, you can. There's a bar downstairs to your right. Have fun, but not too much fun. I see that look. Do you need anything else, Samantha?
So, since we're at this party for Saint, what was his name again?
Ambrose.
Saint Ambrose. What? Who the fuck was he?
Oh, right. Okay. To not have to keep re-explain myself before the other two of you change, Saint Ambrose was a saint that apparently saved the city, and ever since then they've thrown a celebration in his honor for the last 20 years.
Apparently saved the city.
You'll find out more later.
Only like 20 years ago, though. Like, should people remember that? Like, people were there.
20 years for us is not the same 20 years for them.
Okay.
Time works differently. So, if you talk to them about what 20 years could have been, for some it's 200 years, and for others, 2,000. And if you're getting closer to one of us, it could have just been 2 seconds ago.
Do they not have calendars?
It's kind of hard to put it on a calendar when you're mortal.
You know what I noticed about calendars is that the date on them does not change unless you change the date. Like if you have a calendar from maybe 2 years ago, it just stays like that. Has anybody else noticed?
You just see your host, so you know what? Clock out for me, baby. Just head downstairs. We will have our discussion in just a moment. Just clock out completely. Turns to the other three and just goes, for the rest of you, 20 years is like moments for us where, give me 1 second. He just kind of looks downstairs. You see someone is kind of cleaning up with a mop, no mask on. You think might be one of the janitorial staff. Um, Guile is Jimmy Guy. Yeah, right, Jimmy Guy. How long ago was St. Ambrose? St. Ambrose, I think it was before the American Revolution, right? Right, right. You watch him walk off. He goes and moves over to like one of the maids. Hi there. You see the wave. How long ago was the salvation of Saint Ambrose? You watch the woman sign. Um, for some reason, all of you can tell that she just said 400 years ago. Awesome, thank you.
I thought my public school was bad. Damn.
Yeah, reality isn't the same. Reality doesn't hit the same way like it used to.
You said it doesn't for them, but it does for us.
Right.
What does that make us?
Oh, that's part of what this celebration is going to be about. Getting back to the start of who you four were, or might have been, or could be.
Okay, I have a quick question. My calendar does not say it's St. Ambrose Day, so I have it on the wrong date. The little calendar book. Sorry.
He's just like, there's like a mixture of like a, you know what, give me,
Hold on, let me find my sheet.
let me see what role this could be. It's definitely um maybe either empathy or integrity and cunning difficulty of two.
Okay. Um, so you said cunning and
Cunning or integrity.
okay.
Cunning with either integrity or empathy, difficulty of two. And anyone can
Okay.
make it roll.
So I have 3 in empathy, so I'm gonna use that, and I have 3 in cunning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll. Okay, my highest was a 9.
Okay, you got a 9. Did you get a 8 on anything?
I got a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Okay. Did anyone else make that roll?
Yes, and I botched.
Okay,
I also botched.
great. Well, lucky for you, that won't really count for anything at this present moment. There's a mixture of emotions, but for all of you, it's just frustration. That's you got one success.
Yeah.
Okay. For the ones who didn't botch, frustration. The ones who did botch, who the hell knows? This guy is just all over the place. He hasn't even told you his name, and he's just already bossing the 4 of you around. So it could be anything.
I like this guy.
All right. Long and short of it, Saint Ambrose is the local deity of this county, city, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Oh,
So are they dead?
Well, they're not alive, but they're also not dead either. They just are.
Oh. I see, I see.
Yes, Velma, what is
Kind
your
of like
question?
how Jesus lives in our hearts, so does Saint Ambrose in this place.
No, no, definitely not. Not definitely not the 4 of you. And if he were to live in your hearts, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So where does he live?
If you go back outside, someone would say you're standing on him.
He's buried under this building.
I believe they mean the grandiose metaphorical sense, darling.
Yes.
Like how Jesus is everywhere, which means he's a creeper
Yeah,
and
yeah.
peeps on you when you change. Like that.
I high five.
High five swag.
Oh, it's like my nephews again. It's like my nephews again. All right. Well, we're obviously taking up so much of your time, and they're like a hand on both Samantha and on everyone else, just going, why don't we all go change and chat?
If you need any one of the anyone here takes out a bell from their coat pocket, hands it over to Velma. Just ring that, and it will call someone over. You don't even have to ring too hard. Just one ring. Someone will immediately pop up. 2 rings. Squad will be here in 3 rings. I will immediately Storm the castle if something is going down.
1 for general assistance, 2
Mhm.
for more advanced assistance, 3 if someone is murdered.
Exactly. You have already got it.
Very well.
And what's
You
your
may
name?
want.
Yes, Victor. What was it?
What's your name?
For a moment, it looks like he's about to say something and then stops himself. King. And that's all you need to know.
Kink, huh?
King.
King with a G. Okay, got it.
Yes, not king. Oh. Why? Why? Why are you the way that you are?
I'm trying my best to keep a cool head in a magical dream place where the body of Christ is the city we live in, and his name is Ambrose.
He just comes over and just, you're right, pinches you very hard, keeps squeezing, and just
Ow!
goes, yeah, you're not dreaming. So get over that very quickly. Marina, please head with me
It's a
downstairs. There's
dream
much of
world,
this.
not that I was dreaming.
Oh, well, it sounded like the same thing. Anyways, I will see the three of you soon. Marina, if you will. And he floats right back downstairs.
Okay. Well, if I don't come back, I will. And Marina follows.
If you don't come back, you'll come back as a ghost. She's gonna come back as a ghost, just like that guy.
Meanwhile, um, just like before, the soap opera intro starts playing. Um, there's supposed to be more characters, but again, we don't see any other names. But then we again get to Marina, and Marina does the slow motion wind tunnel, hair flowing. Um, you see her face and her name, played by Marina. Her last name has been censored, but you do see her face, and she's the only one posing, which is supposed to be like a cast photo at the end of it, but it's just her. Marina's point. And then we hear um, credits at the bottom for different producers and people who've worked on the Veil Society and Marina's point. And then finally, we get Marina walking into the door. No makeup artist, but like her face has been beat. Her snacks have been censored of any actual names of products. It's just the generic chips and other snacks. And then walks in King, who's just like, Marina, okay, please tell me you were able to bring back the sword.
Well, if you had told me to bring back the sword, I would have brought it back.
We had talked about this. You said you put it on your calendar. Oh my goodness. Of course. Of course. It's starting to make sense. That's why you keep going on about the calendar. Marina, what did you actually put down on your calendar?
Fate.
Okay. Okay. Great. You put down fate. So that means you have the fate sword, correct?
I need to check my bag.
You mean you need to check your bag. It's always on you. Usually you just and then slash and then like we have to have a conversation about you slashing fate.
Well, I mean, I could try to see if I have it.
Okay, okay, try.
Okay, like let me just. Could you fix the camera angle for me?
And we watch as someone in the background. They don't have a face really. It's more like it's been blurred out, but they move the camera to face you, Marina, at your best angle.
I'm gonna use for the sword. Okay, does Marina have a sword? Like,
She goes to pull out something and nothing. Oh, okay. Was hoping to see the sword. Kind of important when dealing with the thing that we can't say out loud. That's kind of why you went.
well, I mean, I could have gotten a heads up.
That was what the calendar was for.
Yeah, but you know me.
You know what? You're right. You're right. That is my fault. I do know you. I do know. I just thought because of how important this was, you would just have.
I mean, it was on my calendar and it was circled,
Mm-hmm,
and I saw it. I wasn't trying to be late to it. I mean, I did have my snacks and had my coffee,
mm-hmm.
but I did not have I need more reminders.
This is why you can't be boss lady CEO of the company. This is
No,
why you're not.
I want to be boss lady.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, okay. Maybe we can get. Looks around. Maybe we can get Ugon to make another blade. Maybe if we can find him. But we can't find him. That's why we sent you to go get the sword. So that way we don't have to go on this whole adventure.
Okay. Well, I needed reminders. Maybe it should have been like a pin, nice little pin or a necklace, hair clip.
You said it was a pin. Like, where's the pin?
Well, I mean, I have this pin.
Takes the pin from you, just kind of looks around, slashes up and down in the air. Marina, how this does not feel like the fate sword or even a fate pin. This feels like a regular calendar pin.
Um, I don't. Let's see if I have another one. Well, here's a blue green one. Is this it?
Marina, what do you remember from going to point A to point B? What was the last thing you remember?
From what point A to what point B?
You going on to wherever the three of them were.
Um, oh, in this world.
No, in the other world.
Um, at home.
You're okay, you're at home.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, what were you doing?
Um, I think I was at the hotel.
Okay. And a little bit before that, did you have the sword? Did you have the pin? What did you have?
Oh, I think it's in my locker at the hotel.
Locker hotel in the other world?
Yeah, because I didn't know I was coming here right away.
Is it still in the locker in the other world?
Well, the other world kind of got destroyed.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, that's where we begin to. All right. All right, okay, cool. The thing we need to deal with our Titan problem we don't have. Okay, we can pivot. We can pivot.
You know that world didn't have to be destroyed.
Yes, 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 it did. That was the whole point of you going over there, grabbing the thing, and coming back.
Well, stuff happened and I didn't remember until just now that's what I was doing.
What type of stuff happened?
I don't know, the world. Oh, before the world ended, just like normal drama stuff.
Like what? That was so important that you got the sword.
Well, I mean, there was like And she just gets into this whole big soap opera story about workplace drama.
Okay. All right. You know what? This is
But
my fault. This is my fault. You know,
but hey, the world is destroyed. That means I don't have to worry about the two different weddings I'm supposed to show up to. Right?
you know what? Right, right. You don't have to worry about the weddings. You don't have to worry about the sword.
Well, no, I'm worried about the sword now, but I don't know how to make another one.
You will. Okay, we will figure that out later. Most importantly, we have the other three. Bar, they can't remember anything either, or they're not themselves or the selves that we need. Scion is more complicated than I remember. Okay.
Well, we didn't really have we needed a more of a heads up. We just kind of got snatched.
Well, we couldn't really say much due to like draws a picture and then the words couldn't say anything because of and then you see the word Ambrose and then
Oh,
underlined.
okay. So, but you could have left clues other ways, you know? There's ways. I've watched a lot of TV.
We put it in the soap opera. That's kind of where you keep saying like put your reminders.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Well, would the hotel here have the sword?
I mean, I don't know what hotel you're talking about. I don't even know if that hotel exists in this world. It might.
Okay, does the Grand Hotel exist here?
Which Grand Hotel? There's about 15 of them.
It's a big one. It's made of white stones.
Let me roll something for see my boy understands what it is that you're saying. No, he bots. So no, he would not know exactly what it is that you're saying.
Well, I can try to find a Grand Hotel. It's where I worked, and I was trying to become the big boss there, but no, nobody even like. I kept getting in trouble for being late, or for that a couple times that I missed work, or I didn't switch with the right person. And then I got in trouble one time because there was this whole relationship drama that I was not part of. But okay, I was, but it wasn't. Okay, it was my fault, but I shouldn't have got in trouble for that.
The possible end of this world is being dictated because of a workplace relationship drama.
I mean, I didn't like ask for the drama. It just kind of happened.
You know what? You know what, Marina? Clock out. Clock out. Clock out for
Okay,
me. Clock out. I will fix this. I will fix this later.
thank you.
You're being demoted from boss CEO lady, though.
I have to be the boss.
We will discuss this later when we can get the thing, the sword, the fate sword that we don't longer have.
Well, I was going to give you my cookies, but now I'm not.
Oh, how I would feel so bad about not having cookies versus the possible TITITITAN situation that we're dealing with currently.
Well, I can go look for the sword if you let me.
We will have to do that covertly and do that later when we don't have the celebration breathing down all of our necks.
Can I still please be the boss still?
You'll be vice president for right now, but the boss CEO lady is going to be put on whatever the job board that
No, I want to be the
mortals
boss
use.
CEO lady.
Well, when you do the boss, you know what? I'll make that your task. If you can go and find that sword, you get to be boss CEO lady.
Okay, I'll find it.
Whatever. I got to make sure the other three haven't destroyed the mansion yet. Meanwhile, the three of you, what are you three doing while this is going on?
I believe Velma was pulling us aside.
Yes.
Oh, Velma has finally just decided, you know what? I need to play the slightly heavier hand here, as in a hand on both of their shoulders to go upstairs to wherever they were being directed. Now, I'm not much of one for conspiracy dears, but I get the feeling that they want us to do something a little bit drastic here.
I knew it, some sort of rug pull or pyramid scheme. Or do you think it's worse than that? Is this a cult? I should have known from the mask, the freaky masks.
Darling, if anyone here were to be involved with the cult, I thought you would be someone trying to be a cult leader. But that's not the point.
Thank you.
Notice two things, and maybe this is just an old woman babbling, but number one, he mentioned us, referring to all of us, meaning all of us are something not like them.
That's how the cultists, the pyramid scheme works. Make people feel special. Oh, is this Scientologists? Fuck, not again.
No, because the way the cults work is
They're
they send you out.
Scientologists.
They send you out and go to have you knocking on door to doors to preach the cult, and then when people say "fuck you," don't come knocking on my doors, they welcome them back with open arms and saying, "See, we're the only ones who love you. The rest of the world sucks."
We're special.
Yeah.
Notice also how I don't know. Well, I know, Samantha, mostly of how you got here. I don't know what you experienced, dear Victor, but notice how most of everyone has talked of this day with perhaps neutral or maybe in positive ways, and that is
Okay, I've been
not.
pretending I know what's going on the whole time. What the fuck is happening? What's St. Ambrose? That guy was floating like a ghost or something. Are we in the
What?
Matrix? Are we plugged into something?
Honey, if he was a ghost, I'm sure he could find much better things to haunt than the four of us. Now, my point is, I get the feeling that we're being set up to do something against someone that a lot of people here apparently have a very wonderful opinion of. And I don't know about you through you two. I know Marina is so lovely and so colorful, like a box of Fruit Loops. I'm just wondering if she's missing her toy on the inside. But I think we need to do a little bit of independent investigation, if you will. Perhaps a little bit of independent looking around or finding
seems
out.
like- Do we just hear me out? This is going to be very unlike me, but like, what if we just come clean and we're like, hey, we're not the people that you think we are, and we've been snatched from another world. That sounds really dumb.
He seems to know that part though already.
Okay,
But
so
Notice-
that person's in on it.
Notice he said this form of us.
Were we specifically chosen because we're meant to replace some people? It's like a timeline thing.
Ugh. I used to be good at crossword puzzles. I used to be good at word searches. Now I'm being asked to solve interdimensional dramatics. Oh, I just want to go back to my cafe. I want to go back to my cafe, to my family. Here I am. Okay.
We could all sneak out.
I get the feeling that would not work, considering the fact we are now in a city where people now just have school children attacking monsters in broad daylight. Because heaven's sake, that was normal. Apparently.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty
that is
cool.
definitely odd. This kind of thing shouldn't happen. Probably.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Victor, we are going to have to try and suss out if this is a scam, and if it is, we have to hustle the scammers.
I like you.
You
All right,
haven't known me
I'm
long
in.
enough. For now,
No, but I can tell that you say what you mean.
some people once thought. Now,
Oh.
let's just, for now, play along, get all the information we can, trust no one and nothing we haven't seen or heard with our own eyes and ears. And if we need an escape route, then someone get me a goddamn gun.
They seemed to laugh at me when I showed this earlier. Like guns weren't a thing here. Like it didn't mean anything. And despite having changed, her gun is still in her and flawlessly hidden somehow.
You know what? I can work with this. Anything blunt. If I can find something of that just to have on person, that would be wonderful. And in fact,
You
I think
thinking
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
have
go with
to
fun.
fight our way out of something?
The way they talk about the St. Ambrose theory, and she's still like trying to look around and totally not distract from the fact that she has no fucking clue of where she's supposed to be going and leading these two. She's the grandma. She's supposed to know everything. She totally knows everything. Anyone that says differently, you're catching an attitude. You better stop that. Uh, the way they talk about the St. Ambrose theory, I think that's going to turn into a fight no matter what we do. Better to get prepared now rather than later.
Like a sacrifice thing? Oh fuck. Are we the sacrifices?
Why would they be so candor with the sacrifices and insult the sacrifices if they wanted them to maximize the chance of staying?
Well, it's like Hansel and Gretel or like the Aztecs or like whatever. You butter them up and you flour them and no, you're right. You're right.
They didn't butter
Then why
you
would we
up.
need to fight our way out?
Do you know a way back to where we came from?
You mean like the neighborhood we were in, or like our world? Because I could get us back to the neighborhood. Our world, that's a different story.
I think no matter what we do, even if we fight this, against doing whatever we're supposed to be here to do, it's going to come and find us. So I
Just roll with the
propose
punches.
play along, not roll, play. And if it comes time to find out who really is at fault, we pick which mask to pull off.
While you guys are saying this, let me see. I need you guys to make a roll for me. Let me just pull it up. Either give me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right. Either give me survival or occult with, I'll say cunning. It's going to be difficulty of 3.
I have no survival or occult.
Do you have anything in cunning?
Yes.
You would roll your cunning.
On today's episode of We Find Out How Close Velma and Victor really are, because she also doesn't have survival or occult.
He lives in the city. I don't believe in Dracula's.
Ooh,
Wait a second,
You
I
better-
botched.
You better believe in Dracula's, because Dracula's believe in you.
yep. So Samantha got 3.
Yep.
We got Goose
I
Egg for Velma.
botched.
Okay, and
He
Victor
still thinks that guy's a ghost. I botched.
botched. Okay. So you two, uh, Velma, you're still trying to guide these two, trying to get heads or tails or everything. Victor, you're still trying to decide: is this a dream? Is this a cult? Are we about to get sacrificed? Is this a pyramid scheme? And can I finesse my way on top of the ladder for this pyramid scheme? Most likely. Samantha, you notice this, and you're able to clock this immediately. There is something that's translucent at first, but then looks like static in the form of a creature that looks like the stereotypical like bedsheet ghost, with a tail, but it has lightning and other fragmentations that you can tell this might not be a ghost, but might be something more corporeal. It doesn't seem like it's hostile. It looks like it's making sure that the books and other things in this room that you're in is being organized. And after you see the one, you start to see maybe like 5 more. They're like medium sized. They're like the size of um about half the size of Velma almost. A little heft to them, but they float about. Every so often you hear like a little buzz from them, but they don't look like they're bothering anything.
So they're ghosts, but they're like housekeeper ghosts.
Kinda, yeah.
Are you talking about these kind of ghosts?
What
Uh,
kind of ghosts?
Velma and Victor, you clock it immediately, and it kind of gives you a little bit of startle as by the time you two turn around, there's like one in your face, and it just looks at you. Um, there's like a slit inside of it that looks kind of like maybe it might be an eye or something.
I
It's
swing on it.
green. You swing on it, it just kind of floats backwards. Gives you a little bit of a shock when you put your hand to it. But it doesn't attack. It just kind of just shakes it off and just kind of looks back at you and then goes back to what it was doing.
Static ghosts? All right, let's
Yeah.
get changed, put on the freaky masks, do whatever orgy stuff they want, and figure out what we got to do.
Oh dear, I'm much too old for that. You can have as much fun as you would like, though.
Also,
Don't count your sound file. There's no such thing as too old.
Come on.
You can be uninterested. That's okay. But don't let your age prevent you from doing something like that you might enjoy.
It's not a matter of the body, dear. It's a matter of the spirit, and I have had 6 children. I am done.
Samantha, you clock the velvet lady again, kind of walking into the room before the other two once more. She looks at Victor in like a low voice. You just all hear almost into a whisper. Please don't hit the librarians. They're very sensitive.
The what?
Librarians.
I believe it's pronounced librarian.
That's the. You're getting scolded for punching a ghostly electrical thing, and that's the point you want to stick with on this?
So why are there ghosts?
We don't have ghosts in the house.
Then what are the librarians?
They're just that.
Are they librarians or are they some of the librarians?
There's like a very long, awkward pause, as if someone should say something, but like nothing is said. So finally, she just perks back up. We just help manage the books and the archives. We just ask that you guys please be kind to them.
What they look like underneath that sheet.
Another long, awkward pause before just looking at you, Samantha.
Well, I don't
You
know
look
what's under the sheet either. I don't. But I'm a lady. I don't look. I don't ask these kind of questions. That's their business.
um, and she pulls out a box of something, holds it out to you. You realize it's a box of bullets.
Hmm.
Do they?
Performance art.
Do they? Do they? Upon inspecting these bullets, do they look any different than normal bullets?
They do. They look a little bit more ornamental. Instead of having like the usual chamber lead, um, these are more hollowed out. Parts of it is like stained glass. The metal is more etched into everything. It's occult and ornamental, esoteric in its design.
Hmm.
Um, it doesn't feel like there's anything in them, although when you kind of hold them up, there's like a spark inside of them every so often, and you just hear your lead bullets won't do anything.
I don't mean they won't do anything.
Just holds out the box for you to take.
I mean, she'll take the box. But I mean, if I have to shoot a motherfucker, the motherfucker, lead still hurts people. It's called lead poisoning for a reason.
And if it moves fast enough.
She doesn't say anything, just pats you on the head and then leaves.
See, this is why that motherfucker should have told us more about what's going on here. This
Now
is the
you've
second
got
time they've
fancy
been like,
witch bullets. Well, I'm gonna get dressed. If you want, you can gaze upon the uh, person I'm inhabiting's magnificent body. And
Point.
Victor's gonna get changed into this fancy suit and mask.
Bella makes a point of just looking the other way.
all right, so when you say we should be investigating, so it's like a B&E without the taking, without knowing what we're taking.
Like a spy mission.
Unfortunately, Victor has it more correct. If we're in an unknown territory for unknown reasons, as much as I would love to accept everything at face value of someone that has not tried to kill us, I find it a little bit naive. Just eyes open, ears sharp, and note anything and everything that could be interesting or useful.
Should we split up and look for clues?
Now, dearie, I understand that you are Caucasian. We are not going there.
No, you must get that a lot because your name's well, never mind.
Back down the stairs.
I am Caucasian though.
Victor very much is. But back downstairs, Marina, you King is guiding you from the foyer where this soap opera scene was happening back to the I, real world, possibly whatever you would like to call this world. It seems like one place to the other, the soap opera world is a little bit different.
The backstage.
Kind of. Uh, as you two are walking out, you see a bit of a crowd forming. People are showing up. The early birds, the ones now are trying to clamber over to the two of you. And he just kind of lets out a sigh and just goes, okay. For the next 10 to 15 minutes, you get to pretend to be boss lady CEO. No, we will not sign anything. We will not agree to anything. We will not answer any questions that are not pertinent to. Yes, we're having a great time. No, we don't. Nothing about what's happening with the Grayson Alliance. No, we're not making any deals. And yes, it is an open bar. And no, we will not be taking any meetings with the mayor at this time. We're not making any political moves.
Okay. Don't look so worried. I got this. I was made for this.
Okay. All right. And he just kind of holds his arm out, and we're off. Please don't say anything weird. Uh, a lady in a big orange gown, a large orange moon mask, big wide hat. She just comes out. Little Marina, I heard so much about your promotion. You two look wonderful. I love the dress. Tell me, how is the Grayson Alliance going?
Hi, you look. I love that. I love you too. Who's the designer?
Oh, it's Mark Swan. It's his
Oh
last
my
one.
gosh. Oh, really?
Right. You know what happened to him the other week? The shadows
Well,
got him.
well, that's really it's unfortunate, but you look great in that gown. How about you call us up later after this is over and we talk about other stuff? Yeah? Oh, I knew
Um,
you'd agree. I knew you'd agree with me. We have an open bar.
what type of role would this be? Give me either presence or manipulation with um I want to say persuasion, difficulty of two.
Okay. So I guess it would be manipulation and persuasion. So that's 4 dice. Um, one dice roller. One, two, three, four. Roll. No, I got a 7, 3, a 4, and a 5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you are not able to Marina your way through this interaction, and she's just, well, listen, before I know I don't want to take up too much of your time, but we would love to hear your answer about the Alliance because so many of mine and my husband's uh, pulls a man over with a green sun mask and just holds him out. Me and my husband were just wondering how much you two were going to. It's fine. Well, we are making. I was going to ask Marina because she's so much closer to this deal than anyone else. We just want to know how much of your military mechs can we expect on the front lines?
I will say it again. I am not answering those questions tonight. This is about St. Ambrose today.
Oh, right, right, right.
It is. I don't want to put two things together. I want to focus on this.
But
It's
dear,
very important. Don't you want to focus on this? I mean, that's why you're here, right? Or are you here for another reason?
so let me see. Um, if we had intimidation, this would definitely be. So I would say you get to re-roll that persuasion roll
Okay.
as you're trying to get this
Oh,
pushy neighbor
wow. I
back
got
off.
2 10s, a 1 and a 4.
Yeah, that's enough. I'm not even going to make you re-roll that. She just kind of nods. Oh, yes. I'm so sorry about that. I just right and takes her. Open bar, correct? I'm just gonna go this way.
Marina doesn't even answer, just gives her that like mean girl look. You know, where you just kind of I don't know. You all seen that mean girl look before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I after working my share of mean girl corners, I know exactly the type of look you're talking about. Um, Keen response. Not the bluntness that I was expecting, but whatever works. Okay, we move on, and hopefully the other three will come down, and hopefully they're not getting into any trouble.
Do they know to come down, or are they waiting for us to tell them to come down?
I mean, they know a bar is open, so eventually they have to come. Takes out a flute or a recorder. It's very small, but it's not like a whistle. You just see him kind of blow into it in the corner of his lips, and you see two security guards come downstairs. Please make sure the other three aren't in trouble and that they come down here promptly and somewhat sober. The two look at each other. One holds up a finger. Don't fight the redhead. I know. We all know what she can do. Well, this one won't be as empowered as the last one, but proceed with caution. I don't want to have the Samantha incident of 10 years ago. The two of them kind of shudder, but they nod and head back upstairs. All right, they should be fine. And let me see. Let me see. He kind of looks over, lifts his glasses up. The red eye flares up for a moment, puts the glasses back down. Well, it seems like I guess the fauna aren't here yet, so we got a little bit of time. All right, I know what you can do. There's going to be an envoy here in about 10 minutes. I need you to pretend that you have everything under control as far as Armstrong Industries is happening.
Okay. And I don't know what that is, so I'll just pretend that I know.
It's the company that you currently run.
Okay.
How are you? How are you going to be boss CEO lady if you don't even know the company? How much of your memory is still here with us?
My name is Marina. I like snacks.
Next question.
Anything else?
Um, I'm the boss CEO.
Just kind of holds on to you and just goes, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, we have an emergency." That explains the fate sword. Okay, we're going upstairs. Never mind, we're making a U-turn, and I'm going to go get the other three. Back upstairs. What are the three of you doing?
It's time to do some spy shit.
Okay.
I'm
Where
sneaking around.
sneaking around? Give me. Let's see.
I feel like Velma was like a Cold War era femme fatale.
All right.
How old
What
do
are
you
you
think
looking for
Velma
specifically?
is?
An ex-assassin.
Okay.
Something she's not only tells people close to her.
Victor, you were looking for something. You know what? Give me culture or cult or technology and intellect. Difficulty of 3. And just tell me what it is that you're rolling with.
Difficulty of 3, you say?
Yes.
I'm rolling with my 1 dot of technology and 2 dots of intellect.
No pressure. You just have to get a success on every dice.
I got an 8, 8, 9.
3 successes.
Somehow.
While you're investigating with your technology skill, you're rambling through the room. This archive library, um, you kind of touch a few things, pull through a few things. As you pull on one of the books where the librarians, the floating creatures were, a bookcase slides open, and you see a room that is decked out in technology that looks arcane, is the best way to describe it. It's not fixated to any electrical source, even though it's running. You see some crystal-like um, substance floating beside 2 computer consoles, and behind it is a big chart with a circle and a bunch of different points being mapped on it.
And the others are you still in? Is this the same room we were just in?
Same room you were just in.
I found a secret. Just like in the movies with the oh.
Yes.
It is. We are in a spy movie.
It's never that easy in spy movies. This is something you see in like kids spy movies where the overly simplified plot, where the good guys always win, and then go out for chocolate sundaes.
Maybe we're the good guys.
No, we're not. At least not by those standards. All right, so
What do we got going on in here?
Victor, you look on the screens and you notice that there's a bunch of different cameras, um, not on the actual manor that you're in, but in different parts of the city. You see a camera looking out at the what appeared to be the town center where St. Ambrose statue was. You see a gathering of hundreds of people in white cloaks. The sun slowly going down. You see different parts of the city. You see um, one camera pointing to a building full of folks dressed in military night uniforms coming out of a building and moving on to the rest parts of the city. Um, you also see 3 cameras pointing to a neighborhood, one being like a biker bar full of people coming in and out. Um, you see one other place that looks like a campus full of students who you can tell have been partying and are probably preparing to go out for whatever St. Ambrose celebration is happening.
There's like cameras all over the city over here. It's like a biker bar. There's a bunch of knights in this one. Look at this. They got armor.
Samantha,
Yo.
that's Christine's place, isn't it?
Just gonna take a look at the camera.
Is definitely Christine's place.
Yeah, that's her place.
Wonderful.
Why are
Meaning
they
whoever
watching?
really-
Why are they watching her? Like, I get this, and she points to the one with the town square, you know, because a bunch of people are having a party here. And I get this one, which with all the night people. I'm sure they do something. Like it's
Well, one of two things. Either someone there is doing something that's caught the interest of whoever owns this place, or my personal theory, and just gestures to Samantha.
They were watching for me. They were waiting for me.
Think about it. He had mentioned finding us, bringing us from somewhere. Maybe that means that they had a vested interest in all of us for a long time.
Well, his name was Mr. Kink, so maybe this is his goon cave.
Now, dear,
Think
I'm
that
going
means
to hold your.
Does that mean
I'm
the
gonna
same
hold
thing
your-
here as it does where we were?
I'm going to hold your hand while I say this, but not the good hand. Does your dentist also practice as a proctologist with the amount of shit that comes out of your mouth?
I hope not.
Wonderful. Now, if these cameras were watching both normal places and places connected to us, maybe this is a clue to who we are here.
Well, I've been trying not to think about that because what
Go
what
on.
happened to the soul that was in? Well, I'm not a religious person, but like if we jumped into the bodies of the versions of us that are in this world, what happened to them and their memories? And like, is this guy just dead?
Well, we are assuming that they were alive when we got here. If they were, why would they need us?
Like, so it's like a multiverse thing. They need us for some reason, and the people that looked like us or that we are now were important to the city.
Hey, ST, I'd like to ask a question.
Sure.
When my grandbaby slash nephew mentions the Power Ranger-esque heroes, they had mentioned Samantha, of course, but they also mentioned a pink one.
Mm-hmm.
Does Victor resemble the pink one?
Give me. Hmm. Would you happen to have culture, Velma?
I've got 2 dots in culture, believe it.
Give me
Oh, thank
culture and
God someone does.
resolve. Culture and resolve. Difficulty of 2.
Don't worry. I got this. Hey, so remember when I said that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing a lot of dice. I'm not seeing a lot of successes. In fact, you could argue that I am seeing a complete lack of successes, a total 0, if you
A
will.
total of 0.
So momentum, yay!
So another momentum. So we're getting somewhere. Unfortunately, you can't put 2 and 2 together. Um, the one who could put something together is Samantha.
All right.
Samantha, as you're looking at the camera, you see Christine, and Christine looks like the Christine from your world. You think your world. She's dressed like she normally would, going for like a fancy event the last time you remember seeing her. No cloak, but she is being greeted by a long um, limousine Escalade, classically made, um, decked out. You see a driver pull up, open the vehicle up, um, and a red carpet is rolled out for her as someone steps out.
Well, that's certainly odd.
Uh, what gets out the car is a very tall woman, very muscular, long raven hair. You don't see the front of her face, you just see the back, but you know she's got on a fancy pinstripe white tuxedo, holds her hand out at an angle. You do see that under the tuxedo is possibly like a brassiere or a bra. Um, but she has like a big black scar on the side of her face, dressed decked out in gold jewelry. The two of them are laughing as Christine is being escorted into the vehicle.
Well, that certainly seems odd.
She had mentioned working tonight at... Oh no. We might be seeing her later. Or if we don't see her here, we should see her later, yes?
Oh, so you mean like we go by and we ask her what's going on and to explain shit?
Remember when my baby said she may not be coming back?
She was talking about me at that time, or were we talking about Christine? Wait.
Give you a little bit of remember. When he talked about you, it was more you shouldn't be back. When he talked about Christine, it was more she wasn't coming back.
Oh, think she's gonna get offed?
Or worse. So,
Or
if
worse.
we see her... Darling, there are many, many worse things than death. But if we see her, we just keep an eye on her, and if the night progresses, we don't.
All right. You got a point. Sounds good.
We're gonna go on a break for a couple of minutes, but before that, one scene in the intermission. In one of the cameras, we see a young man in a cloak, white cloak, by Christine's bar as the car drives by, holding on to two action figures as he looks up, looks at the camera, stark white eyes locked onto whatever is filming this place. The place statics, and then he disappears. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
See you at the party.
Stay tight. Hello, welcome back. Um, a weird event just took place as three of our heroes were looking through what looks to be like a security room for the city, looking out. Um, you three have watched Christine get into a car and drive off with a very fancy lady that none of you can recognize. Um, some weird event has taken place. Uh, Victor, because you are still banking on your success, you do see a map of this place that they call St. Ambrose. It is a chunk of Virginia going from maybe uh, for the audience view, wherever the start of Richmond might have been, all the way down to the southern part that kind of hinges onto North Carolina. It's a big part that takes over what used to be uh, what people would call the 757 and Nova. So Sova and Nova, a big portion of that, which also contained from your past business knowledge, uh, shipyards, shipbuilding, military, fisheries, things like that. It's taken over that portion on this part of the map. Zooming out a little bit, you notice that a few states are missing from the United States map. Especially, you see a big X where West Virginia is, and someone has written in red ink, remember, West Virginia does not exist, and a black hole where Ohio used to be.
And
Oh,
nothing of value was lost.
what? Where Ohio used to be?
A black hole. So it's just void.
It's like, so there's like a void on the map.
Yes. There's nothing there. There's no state. There's no mention. There's not even like a water or landmark. It's just blacked out.
Hmm.
Um, Oddly enough, when you look up for Canada, it's broken into pieces.
Like different than provinces?
It very much
Like
different. Like it's shattered.
like there's multiple lakes or
Multiple lakes. A lot of the landmark is more like islands now rather than a mass in certain places. Vancouver still there, but you see something that's called Vancouver Fort, Fort Vancouver.
hmm. Velma,
Yes, dear.
I wasn't the best in geography. Uh but does this look, yeah, yes, we're in a different world and everything, but why
Well, Florida's gone, so nothing too horrible there. West. Okay, West Virginia does not exist. I'm not even going to begin. Who
there's
broke
only one
Canada?
Dakota?
No, there's three, but for some reason they spelled that one with two O's.
That's the Canadian one,
Hmm.
Dakota.
Dakota. Feel like there's a
Oh,
bar joke somewhere in there.
um,
Mm.
as you're scrolling down, there is one thing that also notes out to you is Texas.
Oddly, Texas is still just called
That is
Texas.
true, but you see written on something going, do not send any more agents to Texas. It's a lost cause. Nothing of value
Okay,
there.
so that part's the same.
Agents. Is this a war map? If so, then what the hell are they fighting?
Oh. There are ghosts and monsters in this world. You said you saw kids fighting monsters?
A
Or
school
getting ready to,
bus.
or
Yeah.
A school bus had several. What was it? Over a dozen children beating what looked like a panther. Maybe, perhaps.
you saw you saw the panther monsters?
Briefly, but only one of them.
Also, I know lead must work here, Samantha, because my driver shot the hell out of some of those. Why did somebody tell you otherwise?
I mean, when we first got here at the bar, when we put our weapons on the thing, and I put the gun on, to be with the, do what the people were doing, and they were like making snide comments, like a gun was useless. Should have shot him in the kneecap. Show how
Oh
useless
wait,
it
he
is.
said.
Dear, we can't
Oh, I
shoot
remember.
every.
My driver said something about. I think he said something about. Oh, saltpeter. Or no, he said salt, silver. Dang, it was it was you know how like there's bird shot and like salt shot. It was more like
Yes.
that.
Um, one of you remember a couple of people saying this. Actually, two of you. Velma, you remember the small one saying this, and Victor, you also remember sis. Remember your sis. Salt, iron, and silver. Never forget your
Remember your
sis.
sis. Remember your.
Salt, iron, and silver.
You heard that? Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
Are we fighting demonic?
Well, maybe
Everything I
that's
learn
why
of.
they were laughing at the gun. But wait, if everybody here has special bullets, then why would they think that you didn't have special bullets, Samantha?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
All right, I feel like we are getting bogged down on the weeds here, dearie. Is it a question for another
Mm-hmm.
time? But the bigger question is, what the hell does all of this mean? We
Um,
have.
as you're saying that, getting cut off, um, Marina, you're being led back into the room, but where King probably was going to have a discussion with you until he looks in to see that there's three people all looking at some of this stuff. Um, and he just, well, wasn't going to unload the details for you, but yes, there is a problem in the situation and a reason why the four of you are here. And, well, you are already starting to see, well, the ramifications of things brought on to us because of hubris.
Hubris. I'm not Jewish. What does that mean? What?
You know what? I told her to clock out, but I need you to clock out. Marina, you can clock back in.
Were we supposed to clock in?
It's a metaphor. It's okay. Whatever.
Wait, are we getting paid?
I believe we're getting paid by the privilege of not being reduced to atoms at the moment, dear.
One of you is so
Hmm.
smart. Oh, Velma, this is why you were always my favorite apprentice. All right.
So I have a question, King.
Yes.
Um, was I originally from here and you sent me to the other world?
Well, all four of you were originally here, and then for some reason, someone took you from here and put you to point. Hey, well,
Okay, do you know who took us?
well, that's the thing. I don't know who hid you. You were sent to go get the thing, but you haven't gone to go get the thing. You don't remember anything, apparently.
Right. Which is probably whoever hit us did the thing with the memories. I don't remember anything. I don't think the other three do either. Do you
I was a
all remember?
baby. I was like I grew up there. You sent me there as a baby.
Wait, what? You were dropped.
I
Your
mean,
memory
Anyways,
was
if you're
taken when you were a baby?
if you're telling me I was sent over to another world, I was a baby. There's baby. I've seen baby pictures of me.
Well, it seems like
I
there's
had a
some kind
keg
of
at my first birthday
illusion.
party.
It seems like there's some kind of illusion, or they planted us there somehow. I don't know how long
Or
ago
we're
it
not the
was,
people he thinks we are.
but then again, time is really weird.
okay. We will unravel that later. We just have to get through this event, and then we can sort out everything. As of right now, I'm a little pressed for it. And you hear two pairs of heels come in. Okay. Act like you know who you are.
I've been doing that my whole life.
That I know, unfortunately. Turn around and you see two figures. You see Marco, who's now in this ornate, Afrocentric, long tailored overcoat, um, very pattern. It looks like he also has some checkerboard and splotches of other stained glass figurine in some of his inlays of the coat jacket. Uh, he has these high heel boots on that look both combat like but also dressed up for the occasion. Uh, he has something like a Mad Hatter mask on. The combination of all these elements that don't really mesh well, but also look avant-garde for like the fashion runway. And then you see another figure who has the St. Ambrose um, garb on, just comes in lightly, floats around just like King did, and then stops at the four of you. May St. Ambrose light greet the four of you. And King just goes, all right, you don't have to do that bullshit here. No one's gonna clock you for. I know, but I have to do it. I have to do. I have to do it. They made me a priest.
And that's what you wore?
Well, of course, I am a very prominent donator to the Church of Ambrose, the Church of
Mm-hmm.
the Light. Of course, they're gonna give me.
Really?
Who's the one with the elaborate heels and hat? Was that Marco or
That was
Ken?
Marco. Uh, this figure,
What? What? Why couldn't I get a suit like that?
You
Like
didn't ask for one.
Marcos?
Marco made that.
You
He does a spin.
I mean, you would need a different cut because Marco is, built different.
Well, you already met Marco. This over here is. What is your name now? All right. What is the name? What name can I give you guys? What is your priestly name? Oh, I am Brother Alexi of the High Order of. I didn't ask for all that. Just asked for like your name, Brother Alexi. May his light greet you. Also, kind of leans in. The fuck happened to the four of you? You don't have your spark. Are you suppressed? How do you guys suppress that?
You would be
it's like
amazed to know,
holding
dearie.
holding it in while you're looking for a bathroom.
Fuck, I need to do that.
I just do what I want.
That you do. So, okay, like I know. Listen, like we met me and this one. We used to club. So, are you going back to the club arena?
Uh, I have to deal with this first.
You got to deal with Uncle King first. Yeah, it's kind of a buzzkill.
And what are
Also,
you do? What are you doing here?
the party for St. Ambrose.
I
I
know,
mean,
but here, the party's there. You're here.
I came as Marco's religious. What do you call them? Consultant. Consultant. Yeah, I'm a religious consultant.
Well, I mean, you do make Marco's outfit look better, so I guess it's okay.
See, I like her. See, besides, oh, but it is so great to like finally meet the three of you in person. It's kind of weird seeing you guys in your avatar forms, but seeing you like this.
Well, we look good like this, you know?
What do you mean the three of us? There's four.
I
Oh,
thought
like
the Avatar movies were still coming out.
you guys are funny. Also, like, well, yeah, I know Marina. Marina's kind of family. Like we've met each other in real life, but you don't meet other Scions in meet space anymore.
Well, you
I
just did.
nudge Velma, Scientologists.
How?
Just
So,
wait, wait.
yeah, go ahead.
She's just gonna like lean over to Vomit like, so they still have the internet here. She said me. They said meat space.
If they have it, it's not anything like we know it, probably.
Damn.
What the
Alexi,
fuck
could you
is
give me
meat
some
space?
snacks?
Takes out a bag of chips.
Mm, I
No,
want the little ones that they had in the party, the little ones on the tray with the toothpicks.
all right, fine. You're gonna make me work, but I'm dragging Marco. We're getting drunk. See ya. Who said I was getting drunk? We're getting drunk, buddy. And two of them peel out.
When they're gone, Marina's going to turn to the three of you like,
I
okay,
stopped myself from following them out. Oh, we're
what's,
not.
no, we need to talk. What, okay, Scions? Meat space?
Well, yeah, you're on.
Science.
You like that's a social media thing. Like,
No,
there's the internet, and then in the real world, there's meat space.
Okay.
I
okay.
thought meat space was like code for orgy.
Okay. One. No, not everything is code for like orgy or sex thing. Two,
But if
there is
there was a
no
code, I'd call it meat space.
clock out again. Just officially clock out. Two, there's no internet. No, you cannot get on the internet. That's not what he was talking about. It's a code word for a place where you guys
Where
would normally.
people take their clothes off.
Okay, so I'm not doing that right here, but King, could you explain this Scion thing?
You guys are scions. That's all you need to know for right now. You guys were were scions, are scions. I don't know at this present moment. You guys were once powerful beings. You're not powerful beings anymore. That's for sure. And that's the part we got to figure out. And no one knows that, even other scions. Well, technically, they're not scions fully either, but it's neither here nor there. Not important. The point is, the four of you were once powerful. You need to pretend like you're still powerful, and we don't have much time because big ceremony is about to start, and I got to make a speech. So, four of you gonna have to get out and downstairs.
Okay, so after the big ceremony, we need to go find my sword.
We'll take care of that later, but right now, a little bit more important.
Wait, what?
You have a sword?
Yeah, it was in the form of a pen, and I left it in my locker, but I think it might be in my locker in this world, so I have to find it.
They're giving out swords now? I didn't get a
Oh no,
sword.
I
Someone.
got
I
it.
look at
I
Samantha.
got it
Did you get
before
a
I got
sword?
sent over to the other world.
I didn't get.
But I really need to find it. But first, we got to do this ceremony thing. We have to act like
Children,
we know what we're
please.
doing.
If
What?
you would have explained all of this instead of just lecturing us like we were children, we wouldn't have these questions now, would we?
Well, I thought you were you fully, but you're not you fully, so that's where the confusion is.
Yes, and we don't know what us fully is because we've only known what we are now. So once again, this is you not explaining stuff and then getting mad at us for not knowing the things that you haven't explained.
Oh, I'm going to kill a few people when I find out who effed up in the chain of command's here, but Fortunately, I can't say what you are fully out loud. There's a lot of ways we have to talk for various reasons. So, ceremony first, then we can talk.
Okay, what did we do in the ceremony?
You just go stand out there, go grab a drink, and do nothing. And if you see something out of sorts, don't do anything. Just nod your head, gasp, whatever you got to do, but don't get in the middle.
Got it.
You do know you're asking for failure right now.
Do I have
But
to get
I'm
a
just
child
saying,
leash? Do I have to get a child leash?
I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I'm just saying you know what you're asking
And
for,
that's why
but we
they
need to
call him
go.
Kink.
We need to go, so let's go.
Follow me, follow me. He just walks out. Well, this time, actually walking and stomping out the room, just has decided not to start floating. Grabs a drink. The velvet woman kind of stands outside waiting, looks at the four of you, looks back at King. It's a long story. We will talk about it later tonight. Could you please make sure our four guests are situated? And you guys hear in a very weird hushed tone, not actually vocalized, but in your head. Wait, why can't the four of them do? They can't do the ceremony because they're not themselves. Um, Kind of looks over at you, Samantha, lifts her veil up. Um, you don't see the bottom half of her face, but you do see two green eyes that pierce into you. Why are you human?
Well,
It's a weird thing to ask.
do you want just like the long story? Do you want the philosophical answer? Do you want the biology? When a man and a woman love each other.
Samantha, I can get. You want me to take care of this for you?
I'm not
She,
sure what it is to take care of.
she steps back. You know this is a problem, right? I know. Thank you. We just got to pretend like this isn't a problem and move on. This is why they shouldn't hire outer gods to handle this problem. I heard that, young lady. I can still we minds are still hooked up. I can still hear that. I know. I meant to say it in your head. And then she walks off with the four of you. Especially you, Victor. She has locked arm in arm with you.
Hello.
Yeah, you're the weaker one out of the four of them, out of four of you. So I decided to sit here and protect you.
Oh. I mean, weaker one. Look how tall and muscular I am. I think I'll be fine.
You're squishy.
Oh. Okay, Mom.
As this is happening, um, you see King get to the center of the balcony, leading off into another room. It's packed with people in masks of different colors and variety. People are decked out in different cloaks. You see some of the St. Ambrose celebratory folks. Um, Velma, beside you, is a very smarmy guy, roughly about your age, who's just going. So I see another one of my age is here for this celebration, huh?
Oh, don't act so surprised, Jerry.
So, what are you going to do with the New World Order?
Well, that depends. Who's asking about it?
He lifts his mask up. Um, Kyle Denmark, CEO of Denmark AI, well, formerly Denmark AI before they shut that program down.
Oh, well, one end is just another beginning.
That's
Charmed.
what that's what I was saying. I pretty much put $1 billion into this project, and can't wait for it to pan out.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you pull with it. As for answer your question, well, there's opportunity everywhere.
Okay. Um, as soon as we ascend, you promise we'll link up.
Hmm. You'll have to keep your word not to be boring, dear.
I promise that a man at my age can't silence or room shuts up. Oh, thank you for coming, getting my invite. We all know why we're here, right? On this fine St. Ambrose Day. Um, he says this as he points up to the sky. Um, you see that the stained glass window slowly is transparent as you can see a full blue moon kind of forming where his finger is happening. As we celebrate the ascension of the new gods of this fine country, I just want to say thank you to all of my favorite people of Peterson's Industrial, um, Lockheed, and so many others of you who've donated trillions and billions of dollars to become, well, the foundations of new gods. Give yourself a round of applause as you see people are applauding and clapping and cheering. Your sacrifices these last 10 years have been breathtaking, and they won't go unnoticed. Um, Besides you, Victor, the woman is still clutching onto your arm. Okay. Pretend for a moment that
Mm-hmm.
you aren't a smarmy bastard and that you aren't squeamish.
Squeamish.
I would just like to say that unfortunately, not everyone can become gods as they were. And in fact, a lot of a portion of you bastards would never, ever, ever be allowed to uh, see ascension or any sort of mantle of power. We've done enough of that bullshit for the last hundreds of years. I've seen the bullshit that you guys have pulled, and I am not impressed. I make kings, and I also can strike them down. Velma, besides you, the CEO, what does he mean by? And you just hear his voice cut off as one of the suited folks takes out a blade, cuts his throat right on there. Um, Beside Samantha and Victor, um, your attendant just leans in. He finally cut this fucking speech short. Um, Excuse me while I have to work. Opens up her mask, um, unhinges her jaw, grabs something out of it, and takes out a large spear, and just goes hog wild on a few members of the crowd. Before the four of you can conjure what is happening, it is only about 20 of you just standing there. Okay, cool, great. We've gotten that part out of the way. Magenta, hi. Can you burn that stack of money that's been placed over there? Uh, your velvet suit attendant kind of takes off her mask. She looks like reverse Bizarre World Samantha as she lights up a stack of billions. Okay, great, cool. All right. And the four of you should be filling this now. The four of you blink, and then you pop your eyes open for a brief moment, and you find yourself in the center of the city where the St. Ambrose celebration is happening.
All of you, just see them like start killing everybody.
Back straight, shoulders square, look regal.
I
Um,
just want to go back to my couch.
Magenta kind of leans in. All right. So you guys are here. Cool. In about 5 seconds, you're going to learn why we want to get rid of St. Ambrose and why you four, it's kind of your job to deal with the crisis we're facing now.
Can I just go back to my couch and have my snacks?
No, you want to be CEO boss lady.
Oh, right.
Yeah, unfortunately, CEO boss lady, um, that couch is gone, and you're now part of the show. As the clock strikes, you watch as a statue loom over, look out to the city. It slams down a sword, and you start seeing people in these white and gold cloaks start to turn into dust.
Remember what I was saying about the cult sacrifice and the Aztecs and the
I need my sword.
I'm going to rip that thing apart.
what?
What the fuck?
Samantha. Immediately, Samantha, you feel it. Death. Multiple deaths. You feel that the statue, whatever it is, isn't actually made of stone. It's a living thing. Something tugs and it feels familiar to you, but for some reason you can't put it together, but you think you've seen it in a dream one time. It's there and it tugs.
Are the people who are turning into dust? Is it like sucking up the dust and?
The dust, it's just dust all onto the ground.
And there's no like obvious souls being sucked into this.
Nothing obvious to you all, but you do see that that thing, the statue where it had the old rusted blood,
Yeah,
it's now red.
it's not, and just red, or is it bleeding?
It's not bleeding yet. It's just it's glowing.
Does Marina have a second to change from her heels into the flat shoes that she has in her bag?
She does.
Okay, because she knows she needs to run at some point. So, flat shoes are better for that than the probably like heels are like that high.
Um,
They're a lot
d-
shorter than I thought.
don't worry. You hear Magenta say, "We're not actually here."
Oh,
Well,
so we're having a group hallucination of a bunch of people dying. Okay.
This happening at the same time. We're astral projection. Anyone?
okay, so we still need to kill this thing.
Oh, the four of you as you are now, you can't kill this thing.
So how do we kill it?
Guess
Wait,
that's what.
what? Why do we need to kill it? What?
Oh, look what it's doing.
It's what like tanks and guns and stuff are for.
That's not going to work against this unless
Nope.
they're like special.
You are meeting what happens when a false saint becomes a titan.
False.
Okay.
Wait, like
Titan.
literally Saint Ambrose?
Is an eldritch horror,
So he's a fake.
very much so.
Yeah, we don't deal with fakes here, so we need to get rid of it. So how do we
Why does
get our
everybody?
this our whatever we need to get rid of it? I want it now.
Do the people know that this was going to happen?
Most do. Some still have the blindness of things happen. You, it's like their minds, when you see something but you can't put your mind to it, so you just kind of conjure up whatever ideal you can think of. That's what happens.
And we're being shown this because
This is one of the things you're going to have to deal with while you're back here.
back here.
This is your world.
No,
So
I'm okay.
okay, but you said we can't deal with it like we are now. So how do we get to where we need to be? Go to the gym? Do we, I don't know, shake a stick or what do we have to do?
Oh, right. That's part of the thing. You guys got to get your spark back, and
Okay.
she grabs something from her chest, pulls out like a light. You four better be worth this.
We are.
Throw something at the four of you, and I need the four of you to give yourself, if you can, for me. Where is it? You all are going to give yourself two more dots in any skill, and then one more dot in any attribute.
Hmm.
Do those two dots have to be in the same skill?
They do not have to be in the same skill.
Okay.
Let me see. Starting with, I guess I'll start with you. Velma, what is your Scion type for the audience?
In terms of parentage or calling,
Parentage.
she is a chosen.
Right.
The specific one.
We don't have to get into that part just yet, but
Mhm.
Velma, your life has been a little bit confusing, complicated. You were a wild child at one point, right?
She once was a street brat hellion that ran with gangs and thought she was going to be the next Al Capone of the modern world.
Knew it.
Uh, Unfortunately, she was humbled very quickly.
Who humbled you?
Everyone and everything. Uh, Family that just decided, you know what? No, you can't have that here. There's the door. When you're done with your shit, come back. She decided she wasn't done with it. She got humbled by people she thought were friends, that she considered family, that sold her out for a couple of bricks at the docks. She got humbled by other gangs, cops, people that looked down on her, just going from wanting to be something to just wanting to survive. It was only when she finally met someone and got out of all that that she became something again.
Who
It
was it?
was She met her husband, a bookish librarian named Eric, patched her up when she was bleeding out on his floor, and from that day on, she gave it up to tend to the one thing that mattered: family that doesn't stab you in the back.
That's right. You attend to a memory of you and Eric in a library, and bookish as he is, he's studying a few things. Um, Something about the triple goddess of sovereignty. He just kind of goes, she kind of looks like you. I mean, not physically, but like, kind of like the motherly type. Although he kind of patches you up again, puts a band-aid across your nose. You kind of take care of your boys like it.
That has got to be the most roundabout way of asking me if I want to make another one, darling.
Okay, you got me. But no, but like, she's strong, protects her family, kind of decides how things go. That's you in a nutshell. Has a lot of kids. Well, one main one.
Yeah, well, someone like that probably had a better start than I did.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You kind of, if I ever thought of someone who would be a goddess, you would probably be like my number one pick.
See, now you're just saying that to get me to lock them doors.
You see a woman kind of walk into the library. Up, ma'am, we're closed. Oh, no, no, it's not a problem. I'm only going to be here for a moment. I'm just here to see Velma.
Do I know you?
Nope, but I know you.
If you're here for something, spit it out.
You watch as the audience see her hit the pause button as her husband was about to say something. He stops in mid. He's a goner, girl. We gotta talk about your future.
We're going to talk about why I shouldn't launch from this chair and gut you where you stand for touching my man.
He's fine. He's one man out of a long line of other men that will come after him.
That is still my man that you have touched.
I like your energy. I had the same energy your age.
Well, I don't know your age, but I'd like to know your name.
Um, Not important. No one will remember my name anyways. But I'll make you a promise or a deal. If I extend his life to old age, you are gonna have to take my place after he dies.
Oh, and let me guess, this is where you sell me on some new church that desperately needs funds for a brand new church bell. We really could use help. Ain't that it?
There is no church that can hold you. You and I both know that.
What's the sell? You want me to be a runner? You want me to be a be a right hand? And to hell can you promise?
She holds out a pinky. I'll extend his life and keep the multiple death angels that are waiting to go and take him away. If you can just make me a pinky promise that you'll take my spot when I need you to.
Death ain't darling, you a little touched in the head? You a couple knives short of a wooden block?
Go look outside.
Go look at Ooh. Oh, Miss Manhue is lucky that I'm sure two of my ribs is cracked out over this goddamn table. She'll her younger self will go and look out.
You look out and you see a bunch of men coming out with different array of guns ready to fire onto the library. Yeah, your past kind of caught up with you.
Shit.
So what's it going to be? An early tragedy or going out as old people in old age bliss?
I don't know you from Eve or Adam, but if I find out that you had any hand in any of this, you're gonna wish we never met.
Trust me, after this moment, probably never going to meet again.
I'll toast to that. And she'll hook the pinky.
Um, you remember your husband did survive that incident. They shot up that library, but all the guys who came after you or were coming after you either had a bad accident come after them or got locked up or what have you. And you and your husband was able to make a large family. You're able to live out your marital bliss for a long time until one day, well, like all things happen, you pass of natural causes. And your pinky hasn't felt right ever since. And now in this moment, with everything happening, your pinky is just going off.
Hmm?
Samantha,
Yes.
you notice that Velma's looking at her pinky, but at the same time, you can see something spark, something green. She looks a little younger, still that wizened age of hers, but she looks like she has more life in her.
Interesting.
Um, Same thing with Marina, although a little bit different. An energy that is a little bit. The best way I can describe it is like if music had a color to it and then became visual. You can hear drums, you can hear guitars, just in the way that she walks. Although when you look at Victor, there's just a wall. You don't know what is up with Victor. And the more you try to look closer at him, there's just something that's just not allowing you to get a good view of who Victor is or might be. It's like someone is censor barring him. Um, but after you get this vision, Magenta starts to turn to dust herself. I thought I could be the one to live out this whole thing, but you can't compete with the original. Don't fuck this up, girl. She points at you, Samantha.
I've never fucked anything up in my life.
Girl, we all know. We've watched the replay.
What's the replay? What are you talking about?
And she just smiles and turns into basically pixie dust. The four of you snap back in, and you're sitting in a Merlin round table seating, four of you under banners that look very old, tattered, and look like they need some TLC. As King walks in, a little bit more dressed than usual, uh, covered in blood and other soots and other sort of viscera. Killing billionaires and other sycophants really takes a lot out of a guy.
When you're living out the dream, they're killing out the billionaires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
billionaires, a few military leaders, a few cult leaders. Kill a few. You kill one, you kill them all.
Did good work
Did
today.
it
I'm
seem
proud
like
of
they
you.
were running? Or like were they did they the people know they were going to be slaughtered?
Oh, you think we would tell them they were going to be slaughtered? How do you think we get the billions from them? We tell them, hey, we'll make you gods if you give us the billions and all your stuff. And then
Well, at
also,
least it wasn't Kool-Aid.
But what about the people out in the street?
oh, them, no, that's their faction, not our faction.
Oh. Okay.
Right. Hi, sorry, got to give you an introduction. You're Scions. You technically are supposed to be gods, but you're not gods. Apparently, you are mortal Scions. So we got to fix that. Out there is Titans. Those are basically our enemies, and you guys are weak, and we got to fix that.
So,
Hmm.
uh, um, Scion, like the car, that they
Scion.
stopped making in like a couple years back.
Oh, right. Okay. What's a better way to put this? Um, have any of you guys seen the anime?
I've
Which
seen an
one?
anime or two.
Akira.
Cool, cool. Okay. So you're the anime protagonist before you get the power up and can go Super Saiyan and all the other powerful things.
So where's our power ups?
That's a good question. That is what we have to get back.
And if we don't,
Oh, the world
the
ends. You are the only four official Scions left.
And you had us in another world?
I didn't put you there. Hell, I was summoned here myself, unfortunately.
So,
And you don't. Okay.
are you a Scion?
That's where it gets a little complicated. I am a Scion in my world, but technically I have no authority in this world.
Hmm.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I got some in here, few prayers, billionaires prayed for me to be here, not blah blah blah. But mainly the one prayer that really did get me from point A to point B was points to you, Velma. That that profit of yours that you've been raising.
you used my baby's prayer as a vehicle to get here.
No, your baby kind of kept slamming a sledgehammer to my fucking door, and I kind of had to answer because why is this kid sledgehammering the prayers from one world to another?
He wanted us back.
Think
Oh.
think he needed us back. This is a terrible place.
Too bad. I mean, your world doesn't have cops. My world still has cops, so like, I mean, is it really that bad?
Wait, this world or
This world doesn't have cops. My world, back where I'm from, still have cops.
Yeah, but does your world where you come from have giant statues obliterating people?
I mean, we're able to deal with them a lot quicker than you guys do because you don't have any gods here. Is what I'm saying. All of them are dead.
does that mean they've never heard
Well,
"fuck the police" in this world?
There's no, well, it's kind of obsolete because you can't say fuck the police if there's no like. I mean, you have the knights that are like a replacement, but like,
So what?
fuck the knights.
I had an ex that was a cop,
Ew.
but
wait a moment.
he was like a week before retirement, and there was a party, and you know what happens before retirement.
So what's
Um,
NWA's song called here?
oh, it's still fuck the police, but like, there's no. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about some history stuff. So, cops, not a thing anymore. I mean, they were unaffected to like monsters.
So would my ex be a knight in this world?
He's probably dead.
Well, yeah, because he was a week before retirement.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the cops got eaten by a lot of the monsters that came out of the pit, so there was that.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't go back to that
course.
relationship anyway, so I mean, it's probably a good thing.
Wow. Wow.
No, no, not
Okay.
that somebody's dead, just that I wouldn't go back to it.
I wasn't going to question it. I was not going to question it. I was going to leave it there. Anyways, the main issue. The fact that the four of you don't know who I am, and the fact that the four of you don't remember anything from this world is a problem. So we need to figure why that is and why you guys are the mortal avatars of the beings that we needed.
And let me guess, that's going to be tied directly to whoever put us in our old home.
Probably. Also, elephant in the room points to Samantha. Gonna have
Rude.
to deal with that. Well, technically, I didn't put you there as a baby. We did speak last time we met. Um, you were a girl still figuring everything out.
So you came and spoke to me when I was.
Yeah, a couple of times. Um, Prayers got kind of crossed. You were trying to call for one being, but you ended up with me, and then I had to uncross that to get to them, and it was just. I know who the three of these are, but you are a little bit of the conundrum here because I know who one of the entity of Samantha is, but now that I'm looking at you, I realize you're not the same version of that. You're the original that disappeared. And yes, you're confused. I'm confused. Also, you became pretty. I will say that. Oh my God, girl. Congratulations. It's been a while.
Well, yes, I was an ugly baby. They did not, until I started figuring things out. They would not let me play with makeup because that was a girl's thing.
Yeah, the egg cracked and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all of that. We did watch. We did answer the prayer.
Okay. So
I'm just confused as to how you're. We'll figure it out.
We did. You know that it has always confused me, and it will probably still confuse me. But it's something that we've figured out some of it, and we'll deal with it. Um, Now, Velma's prophet nephew said I died. Does that mean there was a Samantha here that died? That actually was taken and disappeared and
Okay.
poofed?
A little bit of a bombshell. The Samantha he's talking about isn't a real. I guess this world they were working on a project called Project Morgana, and multiple Samanthas were made, and multiple versions of you were made to replace the Samantha that they lost, and every single one of them died.
They
What,
cloned me?
wasn't there another one?
Well, cloned, magical girl contracts,
But didn't we see another one?
Oh yeah, she's Magenta. Yeah, she's gone. She gave, she gave you guys your spark back.
Wait, so she
Is sacrificing
killed
hers.
herself?
No, more
If
like went back to the original.
if she had our spark, then she was holding it for us, and then she gave it back, and
Well, it was her spark, but she gave you kind of like a jump start. Like a car.
okay.
Well, that was nice.
I have a
Okay.
It's
quick
growing on me.
I have a quick question. So, were there versions of us other than Samantha? Were there versions of all of us here, or was that just an illusion?
Mm, we kind of had to fake you guys being here at one point.
What does that mean?
Well, when I got here, three of you were missing and it caused some confusion. So kind of made some constructs that looked like three of you to replace the other three of you that were missing.
So we're only here because we look like the people that went missing.
Okay, this is going to be confusing. So let's roll it back. The four of you are Scions. However, you guys ascended to godhood at one point. However, when you went missing, with the exception of Samantha there, we went out looking for you. What we found was you four not gods, but just
So what
regular
does
ass
that
people.
mean?
That's a good question. I'm still trying to figure that out.
This was a Marvel movie, it'd be more obvious. You got to dumb it down for
Um, you told me you sent me t- to get the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So was I was I put there by this unknown entity, or was I put there by you?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out because I know I sent you on a job, but then you appeared there with no sword, no memory, and you're human with no memory of our interaction. So I'm confused as to how the hell that happened. Also, hell does not exist anymore. That's out of the question. Also, the underworld and it's confusing.
Well,
Nothing
the
exists anymore because all the gods are dead, and now I have to figure out why four sons who should be gods aren't gods. I'm tired. Is anyone else tired?
So wait, you keep saying gods
I
and
could
signs.
eat.
Is there a connection there? Or am I missing something?
Uh, Signs become gods at one point. There's a level to this shit.
so what kind of gods were we?
Kind of looks at you, Samantha. That one, I believed, maybe Morgan, maybe the Morgan. We think the Morgan.
Okay, I can see that, especially with the red hair.
Yeah, especially with the red hair. Although
It's
we,
died. I mean, it's still red, but it just died.
Well, what
uh,
color is it normally?
I mean, it's still red, but still.
Yeah, I mean, but it's red. That's
yeah,
the
it's
color of the Morgan's hair, and
You
they're
know,
like really good warriors with really, really nice muscles. And yeah,
yeah. Although we're still confused on the details about Samantha. There's some more details in the files that we haven't told her about, but like we're still trying to suss that out. That one is also a triple moon goddess, according to Velma.
oh, I could totally see that.
Wonderful.
Victor, I don't know. We never actually met, and there's nothing on the file. It just says God, don't question.
So you
And
found out he's a deity, and your source was just trust me?
I
listen,
mean, you've met Victor. That does add up.
yeah, when it comes to like godhood, we don't really question a lot of things. You find out that like you think, oh, this is the Irish god, and then you find out they're actually a Loa. And, like after a while, stuff starts to become a little bit confusing. Which, by the way, she's a Loa, pointing over to Marina.
I can see that.
Although, unfortunately, the news is I can't find the rest of your family.
Well, do they want to be found?
That is a good question that we're trying to figure out.
I'm just saying, like, if I want to not be found, I can easily. I'm really great at getting not lost, but I hiding.
Yeah, after the little destruction of gods, they kind of got a little bit agitated and fucked off, so we don't know where they went.
Well, I mean, if they want it to be, it's easy to get lost if you want to.
But yeah, that's what we know. That's the mystery. Also, we can't talk about Scions and you guys out loud because that thing upstairs and the other Titans that hear about that will come down on the four of you fucking hard.
So how can we do it now?
Oh, collapse, and you see where the round table is. The walls kind of open up, and it looks like you guys are in an underground facility, um, like in the Bat Cave, although there's other different layers of functions of offices and buildings and people in veils and cloaks walking around.
I want to
Well,
learn how to do that.
I'll teach you when you're officially boss lady CEO and not vice president.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the Veil Society. Our job is to make sure you guys become the very best gods that you can be.
So this is like a training facility?
Training facility, office, a war room, armory,
Gym,
also gym.
Batcave.
Technically, is your bat cave.
Do they have any snacks here?
You see a tray of snacks fall down to the table.
Wait, did you
Thank
say
you.
technically his Batcave?
Well, technically, all of your bat caves.
Does that mean he's Batman?
My Batman.
Technically, you helped build it, so yes, you are Batman.
Do you have any batarangs?
Velma, help me out here.
So, in essence, hello everyone. You used to be gods. You are no longer gods, and you have no memory of it. Everything you once knew is actually fake, and now we need you to become gods or goddesses, deities, whatever again. So that way you may please help us destroy a false god from a false prophet that has become a titan. Oh, and also the world is completely different from what you know it. People are dying in the streets, and if you don't figure it out, the world will end.
Oh, listen, I love that summary. That is perfect. Any questions?
Do we need secret identities?
Dearie, please tell me you have whiskey.
It's not
Can
strong
I
enough for me, unfortunately.
can I get like a can you tell me what Armstrong does so that when people ask me, I'm not completely faking it or telling them to just go away?
Weapons company, Armstrong. We manage the big robots and the weapons and the other things that kill the monsters.
Okay.
It's a cover story to
I
explain why we're around the monsters.
Okay, so if I'm a weapons person, I need to change my wardrobe because right now I'm just a more like an heiress appearance. So I need to like have a better wardrobe for being a weapons person.
You can be Batgirl.
You're
Well,
not
yeah,
that.
but I like I have to have an aura of it, you know? Weapons people are tougher than the heiress types.
You want a costume.
mean,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
costume.
no. See, I met some of the wannabe tough guys from Lockheed Martin, weekend warrior bikers. They're pansies.
Oh yeah, and they're all dead.
Yeah, I don't want to be dead. I want to be boss CEO.
Okay, great. Well, all right. We will put that on the docket for later. Right now, we have a situation on our hands, and I need to get the four of you ready. So we will take care of that in just a moment. Samantha, can you follow me for just a moment?
Okay.
Okay.
What am I getting started over here? What did I do?
Right back. Right back. Okay. Um. All right. I think I understand what is happening now that I put two and two together. I don't think you are the Morgan. I think you're the child of the Morgan. Now that I think about it.
Okay. So they're all gods, and I'm the child of a god. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, starting to put two together. Yes, because
Okay.
the Morgan was a little bit more, even more brasher than you are. In fact, I think you're the kinder version of the Morgan, which puts me at very weird odds because we've met
You've met me or you've met the Morrigan?
both. I met your mother.
Okay.
I just told you your mother is a goddess, and you just going okay.
I mean, I knew my mother was something, so I mean, why not be a goddess? What the like what? This is all weird and funky and strange. So why can't this? Why do you think I would be surprised to find out that my mother is some weird, strange thing? That's not the most shocking thing I've seen today.
Huh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right. Other thing, let me make you a little uncomfortable. Um, we think she may be still alive, but just not as herself.
She's a god. Like, though, like, aren't they gods? Like, or like she forgot who she was, like the other people.
More like she's. You remember that statue that was everyone?
Yeah.
That's why we're trying to figure out. We think she might be like one of them now.
The statue or the Titan things, which are
Well, the Titan and the statue are one of the same. A Titan.
okay.
Okay, cool. She might decide to eat you or kill you like the other ones. All right, cool. Great. Glad I got that out of the way. All right. You have life insurance? You know what? Don't even bother. I'll just sign you up for a policy anyways.
Who? Why would I have life insurance? Who's gonna get paid out on that? Not me. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you got next of kin. All right. Well, other than that, I will leave the four of you two, and then you guys hear an alarm go off. Yes, the four of you got your first Scion assignment.
Someone get me a fucking bat.
Can I
And
have a assist weapon?
you know what?
What
Whatever you
weapon?
need.
This the one that Molly said about it. Silver.
Rather than a trans weapon.
No, oh my gosh, I forgot about. I didn't forget, but it sounds just like that. But it's SIS.
Okay, I was gonna say because you have a trans weapon already. Like it's okay.
All right. Nope. Nope. The four of you, you gotta go. You gotta go before I get an aneurysm. Here, just
I'm
throw
with
the
her.
briefcase at the four of you.
Give us this weapons.
Take that. Take that. That's a training weapon. Go. 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 Go.
I'll take a
go.
trans weapon.
And with that, we will come back for episode 4 of the Scion the Veiled Society. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the late wait. We had some technical difficulties, and rapid fire, we are going to reintroduce ourselves and who we played, starting with Samantha.
I am Zach. He they. I've been playing Samantha. She her. I can be found on the interwebs in theory. I don't go anyplace really on the interwebs. At Zach Rules, it's my name is down there. Um, if you were a backer of Titans Rising, you just got the PDF preview of the Gifts of the Titans. You can find my name in there. It's spelled just like that. It's proof it's me. If you want to find me other places, well, I'm going to be at Golden Peacock taking my mother who has stage 6B Alzheimer's. So you can come over and say hi and say whatever you want. She won't remember it. She probably won't remember who I am though. So that's a different story. Yeah, that's about it. You can catch me here next week.
Okay. Velma.
Hi everyone, I'm Minty Bow, they Any. I've had the pleasure of playing Velma for you, she, her. You can find me on Blue Sky at mintybow.bluesky.social. 18 plus only. Love all y'all. Very happy to see everyone thrive, flourish, all that. My social media is rotted, fermented, gutted garbage. 18 plus only. You can also find me here next week as well, and floating around a couple other games between here and a couple of the channels. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight, and I can't wait to show y'all more.
Victor.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I played Victor. My name is Cal. And where can you find me? Neo Cal is usually wherever I am. You can tell how old I am and what my favorite movie was because Morpheus and Neo were all my passwords and or usernames, and I stuck with it. Yeah, I think I'm Neo Cal and Blue Sky, and then like there's an underscore between Neo and Cal on everything else, the TikToks and Steam and PlayStation Network and SoundCloud, wherever the kids are these days.
Oh my God.
Meat Space.
Meat Space. And finally, Marina.
Hi, I'm Janie. I play Marina. I'm in places. I exist. And I forgot what I was going to say. I had it all figured out and then I completely forgot.
It's very
But you're all
Faye-like.
wonderful, and I'm so glad you were playing this along, and I cannot wait to play next week.
Awesome. And I'm in Crow, your storyteller. Thank you for our longer episode. We're going to be here for a shorter episode next week as our Scions, our newly dubbed Scions, are going to deal with Scion problems, especially the alarm that just went off, and maybe one of them gets a batarang. Who knows? Or assist weapon versus a trans weapon. I don't know. I don't understand it either. Be here next week
Freedom
to
is
find
the
out.
right of all sentient.
And also,
beings,
fuck ice.
Megatron.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
We'll say it one more time before I stop streaming, though. Fuck ice.